Tāmaki Makaurau Auckland is home to hundreds of different ethnicities, making the food scene one of the most diverse in the world. Over the next few weeks, we're eating our way around the globe via Auckland's restaurants, food trucks, market stalls and takeaway shops. This is part 2 of our hunt for Auckland's best Cantonese food. We take you into the kitchen of a takeaway shop specialising in Char Kway, Chinese fry bread, for a close-up look of a breakfast favourite. We eat Wonton Noodle Soup with a luscious roast duck at a city stalwart, and share a local's favourite dishing up Hong Kong classics and traditional Cantonese fare. These are Auckland's tastiest Cantonese eats. Hit subscribe and get ready for some mouth-watering food.
I'm Thomas.
And I'm Sheena, and we're chasing a plate.
We hope you're hungry. Let's eat.
We filmed a video about great Cantonese food in Tāmaki Makaurau Auckland a few weeks ago. You guys loved it, so we thought we would film a part 2. Now, Cantonese cuisine is really popular in Auckland. It's the food from the southern region of China called Guangdong, as well as Hong Kong, and it's food that we love to eat. So we are going to be visiting all sorts of places today for some great Cantonese cuisine. We're going to kick off this video with breakfast. So we're going to be eating Char Kway, or Chinese fry bread, and we're going to wash it down with doujiang or soybean milk. And make sure you watch to the end of this video, because we are going to be making a special announcement about how you can travel with us in 2022. Let's go and get some food. Thank you. This takeaway shop specializes in Chinese fry bread, so both savory and sweet versions. Everything's made in-house, and so we've ordered one savory, one sweet, and some doujiang, the soybean milk, to dip it into.
We've been able to pop into the kitchen to see the fried bread getting made. It's great watching the whole process. So the dough getting rolled out, getting laid up, and then straight into the hot oil. So you've got that beautiful smell of fried bread in here. Gets you going in the morning. It's amazing how golden it is coming out of the oil. It looks so good. We cannot wait to get into this.
We've got the goods. This is a very popular breakfast, not just in Hong Kong, but all around China. So there's a little park up ahead. We're going to take our doujiang as well as our Char Kway and snack on it in the park. The smell of fresh, deep fried bread. So we have got a Char Kway, which is the savoury Chinese fry bread, and then we've got the ngau, which is the sweet version. Ngau translates to ox tongue pastry because of the shape of it. So this one's got sugar in the dough, and we've got a large cup of warm doujiang or soybean milk. So let's just get into this savoury version. It looks so puffy and fluffy inside. Definitely a dunker. That is so good. It is light as air, so it's almost completely hollow inside. It's got a lovely chew, and this doujiang, it's beautiful. It's nutty, it's sweet. And now for the ngau, the sweet Chinese fry bread. It feels a bit denser than the savoury one. You see that middle bit? That's got sugar all crustified in the middle there, and it just dissolves in your mouth with a sweet sugary hit. That is so good. I love that there's a place here in Tāmaki Makaurau Auckland that specialises just in fry bread. They've been open for about 15 years, and they're such a friendly team of people. Man, this is a great breakfast.
we've made our way into the CBD of Auckland for our next food stop. So we're on Queen Street at the moment. This is the main street of Tāmaki Makaurau Auckland. We're going to a place just off Queen Street though, and we're having one of my all-time favourite foods, Wonton Noodle Soup, with a big plate of roast duck to go with it. I cannot wait to eat this, and I cannot wait to show you guys. Let's go and eat.
Thank you. Bản thân mình coi thầm一個12號唔該晒
They've let me sneak into the kitchen, get some shots, and there is nothing better than seeing some of your favourite food getting cooked. So you've got the wontons bubbling away in this giant pot, just seen the roast duck get chopped up, a heaping pile of roast duck on top of the noodle soup. This is going to be good. Let's grab some chilli and get into the food. Check out this epic bowl of wonton noodle soup. So it's a big bulging bowl, and the first thing you see are these massive wontons, so full of pork and prawn, and they were just bubbling away in a giant pot there in the kitchen. So those look great. It's all sitting in a very clear broth soup. So you've got the noodles go in there first, nice thin noodle, broth goes all over the top, and then I got the version that comes with duck. So it has been loaded with roast duck, beautiful golden roast duck, really meaty. Got a whole lot of chili oil to go with that, and they also have plum sauce, which is great with the duck. And here it's free flow, so you can load it on your duck, and it just works so well with the fattiness in the duck, the sweet sourness of the plum sauce. Look at that nice clean broth. Chicken base, I think. Oh, subtle, clean flavors. Let's get one of these massive wontons. No chili to start off. Oh, that is packed with pork and prawns, perfectly cooked. Oh, that is so good. I'm gonna actually dab a bit of this chili on there, so a bit of chili oil on there. Oh, fiery kick from that. Let's get some noodles out. So these are an egg noodle, so a very thin egg noodle. Oh, I love this combination of ingredients because it's all very clean but hearty, so it fills you up. It's got good solidness to it, but it's a very clean dish. And how is this addition of the duck all over the top? So you can get it without the meats on top. I went meats on top, duck. I'm going to dunk it straight into that plum sauce. Oh, that's good duck. Squirt of fat from under the skin, a little bit of a crispiness on the skin. Oh, that's a really good combination. And I do love it when you come into a restaurant like this and you see all the meats just lined up there in the window. It's such a great sight, and then you see it starting to get hacked up with the cleaver, dumped on top of your bowl. This is a very good bowl of wonton noodle soup.
Usually we're traveling the world filming and eating for this YouTube channel, but we're back home in our home city of Tāmaki Makaurau Auckland because of the pandemic, and it has been awesome in this video series showing you some of our favourite spots to eat at and some of the best food this city has to offer. Now our next spot is a place that we love. Thomas and I have been eating at this restaurant for about 10 years. We're heading to a place called Golden B.B.Q Noodle House, so we're going to order up some of our favourites and get eating. We ordered 3 of our favourite dishes, a fried rice, a Singapore fried noodles, and a 4 Seasons beans. This is last meal kind of stuff for me. 3 of my favourite Cantonese dishes of all time. So this here is a plate of Singapore fried noodles. So rice vermicelli stir fried with shrimp, there's carrot, there's onion, there's barbecue pork, and there is curry powder and egg in there. At the front here is ngau or yang chow fried rice. So fried rice with shrimp and barbecue pork with some egg, peas, and I think some lettuce as well. Bean sprouts too. And then this here are savoury or 4 Seasons beans. So the beans have been shallow fried in hot oil. There's some minced pork and then some Chinese olive in there as well, which adds a big umami kick. But I've got to get into this Singapore fried noodles. Oh, it looks real hot. Holy moly, that is good. I friggin' love the Singapore fried noodles at this spot. I get the balance of flavors perfect. So it's a really interesting dish. It was actually invented in Hong Kong in the 1950s or 60s, and it was marketed as this exotic dish because it had curry powder in it and because of the name Singapore fried noodles. So it doesn't actually have anything to do with Singapore. It's a uniquely Hong Kong dish. It's so good. The curry powder is quite strong. You've got the crunch from the carrot and the bean sprouts and the onion, and the barbecue pork is delicious. So this restaurant actually does siu mei or Cantonese roast meats. So the barbecue pork that is hanging up there is the barbecue pork that's used in the Singapore fried noodles. Let's get into this fried rice. Get a loaded spoonful of all of the shrimp and barbecue pork. That is delicious. It has a really smoky flavour. So the essence of the wok hei really comes through in the dish. The rice is really loose, it's not all gluggy and sticky, and it's just got a great savoury flavour. That is delicious. Time to get into these 4 Seasons beans. So beans, pork mince. It's so good. The beans haven't been cooked to death. They still have that great crunch. Pork mince is lots of flavour. And then with this recipe, they use this olive vegetable sauce. So it's got that Chinese black olive in there. It's got mustard greens, and it adds like a really savoury, salty kick. That is so good. Thomas and I were just talking about how long we've actually been coming to this spot. It's nearly 15 years. So we've been eating this food for nearly 15 years, and seriously, the flavours haven't changed. They are spectacular. We've had 3 epic stops for great Cantonese food in Tāmaki Makaurau Auckland today. What a great day of eating.
We told you at the start of the video that we wanted to tell you all about how we can travel together on a group trip in 2022.
We are so excited about this opportunity to be able to eat and travel with you guys. So we will be working with a company to plan an itinerary, but the first step is to decide where to go. So we want this to be a collective decision. It's not just us choosing what country to travel to, we want your input as well. So we have created this survey, the link is in the description as well as in the pinned comment, and we want to hear from you. We want to know what countries you want to visit, and no matter where we end up, it's going to be food focused. So we'll be heading to markets, we'll be eating street food, we'll be heading to restaurants, we'll be doing cooking classes, massively food focused. So what you see in our videos, that type of food hunting that we do, we'll be able to do it together in real life. It'll be awesome.
So it's all about that survey down below. We need you to do that, which gives us a great idea of where you all want to go. So that the group trip is the perfect group trip, somewhere that everyone would love to be, all together, eating, exploring, going to markets, just all the good things that we get to do in our videos, but together. So we are working with a company to put this trip together. I know right now it seems a bit crazy out there with travel and not much travel happening. There will be a policy with this company where your money is safe, but we think by 2022 the world will be moving again, but there are policies in place about what would happen with your money and it would be safe.
So click that link below if you're interested in traveling and eating with us. Let us know your thoughts. We want to hear where you want to visit.
It's a very quick, very easy survey, so it will take no time at all to do it. Links down below.
Traveling and eating together in 2022.
Bring it on.
Chasing a fake group trip. Bring it on.